I like this regime. I like Chinese regime. I
Yeah,
really
Chinese regime is awesome.
Yeah.
You know, you can't complain. No, you really can't.
No, I can't complain. I can't complain. I can't. Yeah, I complain. But again, as
We
you
got some high level trolls going on.
again, this is another perception, man. You cannot complain
You
if
really
you are
can't.
fleeing from a country
Okay, yeah.
to here.
Okay, yeah.
You cannot complain.
Mm-hmm.
But when you did a bad decision, you made a bad decision, and then you happen here, and then you try to figure out the way. And that's another situation, right? And another perception. Like again, you went to America willingly, brought all your artifacts and belongings, and when you were stolen from America and brought by ship, different perceptions, right? Again, so that's now you cannot complain. I might complain. Different perception.
Well, no. Well, the thing is,
do you have some water, man? Can you?
Yeah.
All right, I gotta.
Well, Egypt. I would say something. I didn't flee from Egypt. I go to Egypt once every year. I don't like my family was not one of the rich people who got hurt from the revolution. It's just we happened to have a shop at that place at that time, but I didn't flee, and Egypt is always open. But I want to say something. China opened many doors for me that I'm very grateful. They did open, and I'm very thankful to the Chinese people.
Too.
And I'm actually like I think that I cannot be a pilot if I went to the US, but I'm sure I can be a pilot here in China.
Wow.
Because in China here it's all about money. You have the money, you're gonna do what you dream of.
That's right.
True.
Exactly.
That's true.
That's right. And that motivates the Chinese people themselves to be rich, and that's what develops the entire country to be a better.
Do you know any foreign pilots in China?
Oh hell yeah! They get the most amount. If you're a pilot, come work in China. You'll get the most amount of money. That's a fact.
So coming from where, man?
I don't know. I don't know coming from where, but
this-
they come
this-
from everywhere.
That's exactly coming. I'm gonna give you an example.
Okay.
Entrepreneurship. I don't know about that industry,
Yeah.
piloting, but as a business, Tesla or other startups come to China. Gonna try to do something.
Exactly.
But when you're trying to do it from here, it's a completely different story.
I got
And you get and I know a personal example of like a best friend of mine.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
So it's like it's a different. You should be like really. I know it's like it's possible, definitely, but for us, it's not like it's something like of course I can be rich and go there, dude. No problem. Yeah,
That's a good point.
Bring your embassy here. That's why Elon Musk can open a factory in Shanghai because on the embassy level it's been agreed. But when you actually start your small business, I know a few examples actually who failed just because of mistrust, of this barrier. And I hope personally, I would fucking take a shot you flying here on the like a Chinese or American or Egyptian like plane. I don't know. But you gotta do this research, even it's really possible or not. That's exactly what my point is. Like, you want to get this license, dude? I would love to watch the footages. Do plane perfect, but that's what Tarik told me. Oh, you want to do this, man? Do some. You want to be what? Business analysis? Oh, in China? How? Hold on a second. How many foreigners are doing this?
Okay. Yeah. Good point.
What about this one? Or maybe, dude, I was restricted to do my entrepreneurship because I'm foreigner in my fucking bachelor degree, man. Just this summer.
Yeah.
Because why? I want to go in that archive. Oh no, why? Because I'm foreigner. But I'm not gonna get even access. No. They don't accept foreign.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. I'm not gonna say anything about that. Yeah, I also met someone who's studying programming, and the foreigners are not allowed to make apps in China or many programs in China. Because they're foreigners. Yeah, I get that part.
Damn, but you see, look, let's get down to the actual root of the problem. And what is the actual root? We see this word keeps coming up everywhere. Foreigner, foreigner. And this mistrust. And it's let's take it even a little bit further, right? First, we know that it starts from just how you look, right? That's how Chinese people decide, are you Chinese or not? Because we know this for a fact because constantly non-Chinese Asian people get mistaked as Chinese and they get better treatment. I have lots of like Japanese, Korean friends.
Told me.
Oh,
Yeah, he told me the exact same thing. Yeah.
Who get treated perfectly well in Chinese society, no distinctions because they look Asian. So we know that they treat those people differently. So that's one. And the second that I'm talking about is foreigner and mistrust. It's like we need to mistrust people who don't look like us because they might do this, right? And what is this? They might bring down Chinese empire or whatever. Like it's the fact that you have this system that you are so trying to protect, and when others try to come, even if they have the most positive, thing they want to give to it, you have to screen. You have to like protect against it because you never know this risk. So that's the whole problem. It's like the fact that we live in a world where there's so much mistrust of people like from different places. And obviously it's not so easy to fix it, right? I'm not just going to say, oh yeah, like, well, why can't they just open their borders or something like it's really stupid. But we all need to be more honest and more realistic about the future that we want to see, right? Like, for instance, I want to see a future where there's no hard borders. And when I say hard, I mean this distinction on like a landmass of like, oh, this country is this one and this one is this one. And even if for hundreds and thousands of years, as we can see on like the US-Mexico border, there's been people literally walking across that border as like normal life for thousands of years. And now suddenly we decide, boom, we're going to put a wall there. Like, for what? For what? Like, I understand there's some drug problems, but that's the whole thing. It's like a lot of things are connected. Like, we have an immigration issue in America, I can speak for, because of like a few factors. One, we have some, obviously racial tension between Mexican people and white people, to be specific. Because as far as I know, Black people and Hispanic people and even like maybe some Indian people, Asian people in America do not really see the immigration of Mexican people as like a major issue. It's really only white people in America that have that. And when they're crossing, they just want a better life for the most part, right? We could say like 85%. They're just trying to be able to provide for their family, as all people want to do. So the fact that they're like this is an issue is mainly like, let's talk about, it's going to be mostly security, right? The ability of just random people being able to cross is dangerous. We can all agree on that, because we don't know. Yeah, they may say they want to just do good for their family and then they become a drug dealer or something. It's a really real possibility. So that we need to fix these borders, right? In a way that people can cross easily, but also be able to check, who are you? What's your background? What were you actually doing?
Yeah.
Not a physical wall, a hypothetical wall. I would
Right,
say.
right. We need, what I'm saying essentially is we need to move away from this like hard barriers to more fluid, like easy to travel, but also easy to check, who are you? But even this idea, as I'm starting to say it, I'm starting to think, all right, so you're probably going to use some facial recognition scans, and it's going to probably cross-check some database in Mexico and in the US. But a lot of people are going to be opposed to that, because they're going to be like, oh, but you're going to give the government this responsibility to be checking all this data and knowing who you are and things like that. But, personally, as I start to think about this idea more and more, and I'm thinking about the future, right? It's like we have to just accept it. Facial recognition, nobody's really going to stop it. No, even if we put laws, because we're seeing, right, hackings constantly all over, governments getting hacked, large companies getting hacked. So if you can't stop those guys, and obviously it's illegal, then how are you going to stop them from getting this facial recognition technology? That's going to come regardless. So that's what I'm saying. We might as well start developing some system where we can check, through this. You got to give up a lot of privacy and personal space, but at the same time, it also gives you freedom, right? You lose some freedom and you gain some freedom. You lose the freedom to like kind of act in the shadows, be not able to be recognized by the government, but you gain the freedom of being able to move to any country you want, because they can always check who you are, where you came from.
Look at this face, man. Hold on.